pieces of information, bit by bit, because you need to learn that your child does not belong to you anymore. It belongs to the communist collective.
A Sacramento mom is reunited with her son, but just for 1 hour. Anna Nikolaev reached out to us after police went into her home last night. They were there with CPS. Anna says this whole thing started with a trip to the hospital and her need for a second opinion on her baby boy's condition. And joining us tonight in studio are Alex and Anna Nikolaev, and we will talk to them about their struggle to see their baby in a moment. But first, let's get everyone up to speed. The couple took their son to Sutter Memorial Hospital because of flu-like symptoms.
Oh, but they didn't like the treatment that their 5-month-old was getting. So they took him to a different hospital. And that's where this case takes a very heartbreaking turn. News 10's Simni Chuan tells us how this family was ripped apart.
For this 1 hour, Anna Nikolaev wished time stood still.
The smile, it's everything for me, you know, like I was so happy to see him.
But she doesn't know when she'll be able to see her 5-month-old baby boy, Sammy, again. Police and CPS came into her home Wednesday.
And he needs ongoing medical attention, and we've been instructed to put him in protective custody.
According to Anna, a CPS social worker told her Sammy was removed because of severe neglect. It's a charge that baffles both Anna and her husband.
It seems like parents have no right whatsoever.
Sammy suffers from a heart murmur and had been regularly seeing a doctor at Sutter for treatment. 2 weeks ago, Anna brought Sammy in for treatment of flu symptoms, and doctors admitted him to the pediatric ICU. But when doctors started talking about heart surgery, she wanted a second opinion. Anna took Sammy out without a proper discharge. She went to Kaiser Permanente, where medical records show the doctor described Sammy as clinically safe to go home with his parents. The doctor added, "I do not have concern for the safety of the child at home with his parents."
So I'm gonna grab your baby and don't resist and don't fight me, okay?
We reached out to CPS. They say they can't specifically comment on this case because of privacy law, but we wanted to know what the rules are and what rights parents have. CPS says we conduct a risk assessment of the child's safety and rely heavily on the direction of healthcare providers. And now Anna and Alex find themselves fighting for Sammy's return and for their rights as parents.
We did everything. We went from one hospital to another. We've just been, you know, like want to be safe that he's in good hands.
We contacted Sutter Memorial to get their side of the story, and they told us because the case was in the hands of law enforcement and CPS, we would have to get any information from them. Again, CPS cited privacy issues, and law enforcement referred us to CPS.
Here with us tonight in studio, Alex and Anna Nikolaev and their attorney, Joe Weinberger. Joe, this is amazing. We just heard in that story that CPS relies on the advice of healthcare providers. Well, we had a healthcare provider at Kaiser saying there's no reason that the baby couldn't go home with its parents, yet CPS took the child anyway.
Which is absolutely amazing to me as to how a government can reach out and snatch a child after a doctor said there's not an issue.
There's got to be in this country, I mean, a very good reason and a lot of consideration before cops and CPS show up without a warrant, go into your house and take your baby. Was that done here?
It wasn't. They're allowed to do that when there are emergency situations. But as we've seen, there is no emergency situation in this case. A doctor said the baby is doing well, and the parents are good parents, and they're taking care of it, and they understand what needs to be done, and they're doing that.
And police showed up at the second hospital, right? You took the baby from Kaiser, or from Sutter to Kaiser, and police showed up at Kaiser to see the baby and to talk to you.
Right,
both.
That's what I did, and everything was fine, you know, like they saw the baby, he was smiling, he was talking, you know, like, and they said, okay, you're good to go, you know, like, and they left.
And then you left with the baby, right? But then they came to your house 24 hours later with CPS, and suddenly they want that baby.
Yes.
So what happened in between?
I don't even know. I cannot even explain what happened. It's like I was scared to death. They knocked on the door. They, you know, like I just thought they're just gonna smash us on the floor, you know, take my baby away and just leave. And I have no idea. I don't even know what happened up there. It was just like seconds, you know, like fast.
Alex, you said that this made you feel like you were living in a country where you lived before, where you feared these kind of things. You didn't have the freedoms that we had here.
Yeah, like under communist regime.
What were you feeling when they came to your house? And I know you showed me photos of your bruises. You got roughed up a little bit, and Anna, you must have been frightened, not even knowing who was taking your baby and where they were going to take it.
I didn't know. I just saw how they smashed Alex, and I put this camera on it because I thought, you know, like, if they're just going to enter my house, you know, like, they're just going to smash me on the floor, my baby and everything, and I just wanted to have a proof that we didn't do anything wrong, you know. We loved our son. We did everything to protect him.
So the baby now is in the hospital, and who has authority over the baby? CPS.
Right now, CPS has taken charge of the baby. They've literally kidnapped this child away from really good parents.
You know, according to Anna, apparently someone at CPS has accused these parents of neglect, and yet is there any evidence of that?
There's actually evidence of the exact opposite. These are parents who have taken their child to Every Well baby, who because of a heart murmur have gotten a cardiologist who's checked it out, who when the baby had a flu took him to the hospital like most parents would do because this is their first child and they didn't know. And they fully expected to be taken care of and treated with respect, not to be trampled on and bullied by the system.
Anna, why did you take the baby from Sutter to Kaiser? Why did you decide?
I was not feeling safe with my baby up there. We did had 2 mistakes up there at the hospital already, you know, like, and they've been raising the voice on us, you know, like, and I was done by a point saying, you know, like, I need the safety for my baby. I want to make sure that, you know, like, those people are walking to my baby and giving the right medication, giving the right treatment to my baby, you know, like, not just pushing us around, you know, and pressing us to do the surgery right away, you know.
Joe, if the parents made one mistake, was it taking the baby out of Sutter? And it does have a heart murmur, but it's not an immediate condition. Surgery is not required right away. It was the mistake taking the baby out of Sutter, going to Kaiser, but not getting Sutter's permission, not telling them what they were going to do with the baby and where they were going?
It was probably not checking in and saying this is what we're doing, but at the same instance, they went directly from Sutter to Kaiser. So it's not like they took him out and denied him medication or treatment. They took him to another doctor because they didn't like the opinion and they didn't like the care that they were getting from the first doctor.
And if CPS is saying they rely heavily on healthcare providers' opinions, then there seems to be no case for them to take the baby.
The reports from the Kaiser doctor are clear. The baby is healthy, the baby is happy, the baby is thriving with the parents are educated, they're concerned about the child's welfare, and they're providing good care.
So what happens now?
Well, hopefully we will speak to the CPS person tomorrow and they will see the light of day and they will return this child to the parents. If not, there's a hearing Monday morning and we'll see what the judge has to say.
Well, obviously a lot of emotional damage has been done in the meantime. No matter
I can't imagine a child being ripped from my arms.
No, you know, Anna knows what that feels like, and we've been
I just
shedding
have to
tears
go
here
through
tonight.
9 hours again to, you know, wait till 8 o'clock to see, you know, what's gonna go on, you know, like at 8 o'clock, make the first call and see. I just don't know how I'm gonna do this night through again without my baby.
All right, we're staying on it. We're staying on it.
We
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much for coming in. We
Thank
do
you.
appreciate it.
Thanks.